Everyone, it's Paige, and welcome to another episode of Paige Plays Heroes of the Storm. I was expecting this episode to have more than just me, but apparently, I'm just going to be playing by myself for today. Now, to mix things up, instead of playing Rhaegar again, I'm going to be playing Valla. That's the end of that sentence. I don't quite have a follow-up. Yeah. I often enjoy... Ooh, there's a problem. Oh dear. But anyway. Valla is a very sort of... Valla is what you expect when you hear assassin, minus the stealth. Valla is very much sit in the back, deal a lot of damage, dodge, and stay safe whenever you can. And yeah. It's not quite my playstyle, but it sort of fits. As a support, you're focused on your ally's health bar. So as the assassin, you're focused on the enemy health bar. It's very similar.
Choose a talent. My hunt continues.
The build I shall be using the build I'm using is going to be called the auto attack build. You start by taking hatred, increased attack speed. Normally I use the control buttons to control 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get these, but since I'm demonstrating, I want to show click. It helps a lot more.
The gates shall open in 10 seconds. I depart. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the battle begin.
Well, now I'm confused. Okay, so I'll take bot lane with Malfurion. Malfurion is a fucking amazing support for Valla. Valla has two problems, health and mana. She has good escape at a pretty high price, she has good damage at a pretty high price, and she has a great auto attack at no price, and in fact at a stack. Now, her trait is known as hatred. Every time you attack, you gain a stack of hatred up to 10. Hatred gives you movement speed and attack damage. With a trait, you also get attack speed.
Through here.
And you very quickly start being able to burst stuff down. And that's the point of the build. This is basically a hatred build. Build around hatred as best as you can. Or as best you learn around hatred. Nah, we still use builds.
Yes, I see. As long as this world is plagued by demons.
There we saw the Hungering Arrow completely fail. Hungering Arrow is a ranged pseudo single target ability in that it will bounce between the three nearest targets to the first, the two nearest targets to the first target after it hits them. But it will very often just not hit them. See, there goes its bounce. The two nearest targets to Myrddin were Myrddin and Myrddin. So it bounced them. In general, it takes a little bit of time for hatred to start falling down, and even more for it to fall down to 0. So you want to just generally just get a few basic attacks in whenever you can. On whatever you can. It's fine to shoot walls or shoot just generally unimportant targets while trying to keep your hatred up. Nice.
Let us move. Do you want more?
Lore-wise, Valla is the Demon Hunter from Diablo 3. I've never made a Diablo 3 video, but if I was, you'd see me playing Demon Hunter. I adore Demon Hunter, and Valla captures a lot of what I like about it.
A clever ploy.
It feels different than regular Demon Hunter, but mostly because regular Demon Hunter is absurdly mobile, or relies on freeze. This is just absurdly damaging. Well, at least I think that's how it works. I don't play enough Diablo 3 to really get a sense of it. I definitely think they captured her essence with this build though. So, good kit, good kit. Currently we are even on flowers. I don't know what he said.
Hatred must be tempered by discipline.
Oh dear. There we see what's so powerful about Tychus. I mean, there we see Tychus dying, but Tychus has a... I used to believe Tychus was fairly weak. He's actually one of the strongest assassins.
More fertilizer.
And his strength lies in his consistent damage. in that he can run away and deal damage to someone.
Choose a talent.
He has the fastest DPS, some of the lowest damage in the game. We take searing attacks at level 4. At level 7, excuse me. Partly because there's nothing really that helps their build here, and secondary because searing attacks is really, really good when you're high hatred. You can just unload all of your mana dealing a lot of damage, as I will demonstrate later. Down here we can see, in the bottom left, my hatred going down. Let's get back up.
Let us move. Your fear betrays you.
We should be able to get him. Oh, wow. We should definitely get Malfurion. Yep.
Personal.
Yes, I see.
Well, one of the skills to an assassin like Valla is getting a really good sense of who's dead. Like, Rainer's probably not dead, but he's definitely gonna be close. Oh no, now he's dead.
I depart. Such a weak flesh. Better to be dead.
Low health, like, a measure of how alive or dead someone is would probably boil down to what is their escape, what is your surroundings, and how much health do they have. With a lot of heroes, it doesn't matter how much health they have, if they can't get anywhere, they're probably dead. That's why health is like the least relevant factor. It's still important though.
It's over for now, but don't get too comfortable.
It's weird to say health is the least relative factor when you are trying to get rid of their health. But if they could escape, absolutely. Doesn't matter how much health they have.
I depart. Bleed, you fish.
Time to clear out this
You
lane.
lack discipline.
Valla also has a very fun tone. Let's put it like that.
As you wish.
I'm kind of curious what her movement speed is with max hatred. I might not want to mount. There's her ult. It is an AoE stun in a line that hits twice. Rather good for finishing someone off.
A clever
These are the I want to keep my hatred up walls. Rather nice to keep them up for your Vallas. These don't give you XP for killing them, but otherwise do very little other than blocking terrain.
Your fear betrays you. Let none survive.
At level 13, I believe? It's either 13 or 16. Yep, 13.
The path leads this way.
You get a mechanic that will allow you to stay in the game much easier. To not have to rebuild hatred much easier. And that's discipline.
Hatred must be
After 10 stacks of discipline, you start getting stacks. After 10 stacks of hatred, you start getting stacks of on-hit heal discipline. Which is rather useful. Because those go down before hatred.
Well done
It's steadily going down, but my hatred's still highest.
We should defend this fort.
I'm not going to be able to kill the Raider. They should both be running right now.
here. My hunt continues.
Or maybe I'm dead. Oh, I died. Wow. Okay. Yeah. As for the game itself, we are currently ahead. Malfurion's been talking a lot. I'm just gonna not listen to him. Guys, have control of top lane.
Enough waiting.
Nice.
Let us
back.
depart.
Swift and silent. This hero
I think we can kill Zagara. She doesn't have a lot of escape. And she doesn't have a lot of control of me. Her health is about average.
Your fate is sealed.
The night comes, heroes. Remember, kill the shamblers and claim their seeds.
Maybe I should just block everyone from the start of the video. Anyway.
As you wish. Let us move. A clever ploy.
Careful. My plants are fun.
Excellent.
One of the main things that is the role of assassins is less to actually kill people and more to harass them away. Like, a lot of people want to move forward, a lot of people want to have presence, and assassins make them think twice. Assassins, both in presence and in action, will very often force assassins to force other players of any sort to stay wary and stay careful.
Yes, I see.
This is the value of warriors, so that they don't really have to be careful around assassins. And now we see what we look like at 10 of each stack. Boom, 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 boom. Nope.
Hatred must be tempered by discipline.
Here's the weakness to the Tyke Assault in that you can damage it while it's summoning, so he doesn't really do anything by time. If he does it by himself, anyway.
Your fear betrays you. Terror grows for your enemies.
Among other things, the ult isn't that fantastic. It is great for push builds and stuff, but it's it has some wonderful self-protection.
Hatred must be tempered by discipline.
But otherwise, it does have a lot of weaknesses.
Do not let your efforts be wasted. Enemies' corpses.
It's over for now, but don't get too comfortable.
We should be able to push these two towers down.
Turn again.
Yep.
Your fort is
Camps are wonderful.
Swift and silent.
Vengeance descends.
that seems personal.
Mana to do that.
The reason you have like half of your abilities is to be able to burst down warriors, which is something uniquely Valla can do. It is hard for many other assassins to kill warriors
I
like
depart.
Myrddin, like Arthas, like Tyrael. Oh dear. No, now my hatred's going down. Oh dear. Somehow I still have movement speed as a plant.
I found my prey.
Okay, so you get 3% movement speed per hits, per stack of hatred. I think. 1% movement speed. Okay, that's fair. Naturally, it doesn't take into account the stat your percentages are already at. It's based on your 100 stat, so it's not like it's 101 and then 102 and then a little more. It's just 101, 102, 103. It's very flat.
down.
Your fear betrays you.
This avoids a lot of very complicated math, both by you and for the game itself. Though the game will have a much easier time.
I depart.
One of the more useful parts of discipline is being able to take camps. Normally, assassins have a lot of trouble with camps because they hurt. But assassins who have self-healing have less of a problem with this. See, and my health's just back up. It's just back up. It's not going down. With the help of Tempered by
Yes, I
Discipline,
see.
Valla will just not die. Nice job, Malfurion. Oh god, I feel nasally. Okay, that's fine. And... stun.
Burning hells take
Better to be rid of it.
A good surround is one of the best ways to kill a hero.
renewed. Let us move spree.
Surrounds give much less leeway to escape.
No mercy for the wicked.
I don't know if you could solo towers with this
My
build,
hunt continues.
but you probably can after you have enough discipline. And certainly hit a high enough level.
How I love to see
Nothing like Sylvanas, who can just solo any tower she wants, but... Okay, now I need to be.
any last words. As you
I had the option to stay there and heal off the fight, but I think it would be much better to heal. This team has a lot of sudden burst, and Myrddin himself has a lot of stun. I've been seeing a fair bit of Myrddin and Reyna. It might just be new players. Okay,
The path leads this way.
More fertilizer.
nice. that freeze was wow, Zeratul less used ult. It allows him to stun all allies, enemies, and neutral
I
targets.
was beginning to enjoy myself.
It's an absurd ability.
Silent.
It'll stun anyone but himself, and it's a rather cool effect. It's very much akin to
That's enough seeds.
stasis in StarCraft 1.
Terror grow.
Hatred must be tempered by discipline.
More fertilizer.
Who was complaining about that ult?
Descends.
It is time to harvest. Bring my terror.
The reason I'm shooting so slowly is because those forts do slow you down, both in movement speed and attack speed.
Through here.
Yeah.
I need more money.
The main cores are designed to be very powerful. Not the main cores, the main forts. Gonna run out of there before anything becomes a problem.
Keep destroyed.
And so yeah, come in there, attack a lot B, come in there, attack a lot B. That tends to be the cycle. If you manage to maintain health and mana, you can stick around.
A clever ploy.
And with, I would like to say, good influence from me, but generally good teamwork and good fighting, we did well. We should be able to close out the game here
Keep destroyed.
with the Terror and most of our minions.
Let us move.
So yeah, this is the auto attack Valla build.
Hatred must be tempered by discipline.
Blood for blood and searing attacks both usually get popped at the start of a fight. Use your abilities when necessary, particularly your mana. You have to be very stingy with mana in this build. I wonder if she could solo a core. Probably. Most heroes can actually solo the core. It's the minions and the heroes that make it hard to fight.
That seems personal.
Burning.
Do we clear it? Do we clear it? Do we clear it? Oh yeah, absolutely. Well done. Woo! Yeah. That was fun. The Terror is very happy about that.
Amusing.
So yep, that's how Valla plays in the auto attack build. There's a lot of other ways to build Valla: multi-shot Valla, mobile Valla. I prefer auto attack Valla. I've got a fair bit of experience with Valla, but she's nice. She's fun. Thank you for watching. This has been Craft Squared. Paige plays Heroes of the Storm. Bye.